Wow,
I think this one's like bluer than the other one.
I know, that's what I'm like. I like the color. I like the color a lot. Man, those chunks of ice are just huge.
And right in this very spot right here is where I landed about 3 years ago in the ice.
I'll give it another, what, like 3 months?
It was actually January.
I'm John from Fly 8 Mike Alpha, CFI turned airline pilot turned back to CFI. Come along on my journey, flying Alaska to Florida and beyond. Last time on Flight Mike Alpha, Steph and I played around in Kodiak, got to explore the entire island thanks to our new friend Paul, went mountain biking down some awesome trails, and then loaded up the airplane to head back over to Soldovia, but first stopped off at this cool little strip downtown, checking out this really big slant on the runway they had there, then back into Soldovia, loaded up the airplane with some more gear, and headed on back to Anchorage, catching an amazing sunset flight along the way. Weather's a little rainier, so good time to go fly, nice and calm. And we're gonna go ahead, get some awesome footage, head out to, where are we going to? Knik
Glacier in Lake George.
Knik Glacier in Lake George. I know right where that's at. Yep, that's where we're going. So we're gonna get some awesome footage for you guys and post that up in a little bit once this camera actually sticks. That'd be great if that would stick and not fall off, because that's kind of expensive.
Lakehead Tower, Cessna 2962 Delta, holding short 32 Kilo, Tudor overpass.
Cessna 2962 Delta, Lakehead Tower, runway 32. Clear for takeoff, right turn, join the Tudor overpass.
Clear for takeoff 32, right turn, Tudor overpass 62 Delta.
Woohoo! Here we go.
I figure we're gonna kind of hug the mountains a little bit so that we don't have to be over water at all.
Okay.
With this low vis. I'm gonna take this route instead.
Two-door?
The Tudor overpass.
Two-door?
Like it's the name of the street, Tudor.
Yep. My Cessna is a two-door. Very sporty.
Yeah. Oh, you have a Cessna?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Wow.
Super impressive.
Amazed you're single.
Hard to believe, right?
So after Steph was done making jokes at my expense, we continued our way over to Knik through this narrow little corridor in between the Class Charlie and Class Delta airspace around Merrill and Anchorage, in between the mountains and the National Wildlife Refuge area, and then scooting past Elmendorf. It's this tiny little corridor of airspace that you have to avoid the restricted areas and the Class D areas and the mountains and terrain and protected areas for the wildlife, and then eventually you get out into a little bit more open area where you can scoot out over the river deltas on up to Knik.
And so it begins. Super smooth the whole way here, and now we're gonna get bumped around again. And the wind, luckily, isn't showing like a huge change just yet. Starting to pick up to be a pretty good headwind. Again, coming right through this little pass here, but I can see the glacier. I can see it. It's up ahead. I can see it. It's right there. There is a glacier in the haze. It's awesome.
Hey, Knik traffic. What's that strip looking like down there?
The one I'm just coming off of?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We got about a 20 knots on the nose right there. Good practice one.
Nice. So, yeah, just 20 knots, you think, coming from the glacier?
That's a Roger. You in that 170?
Yep, just looking for places to land around here. I've been flying over it, but haven't landed yet, so.
Yeah, it was nice and smooth because there's no trees right there on the end. There wasn't any burble or anything. You'll be fine.
Awesome, thanks.
Sweet! Holy crap, this is awesome.
There's a cool waterfall.
Oh, wow, yeah. There's a cool everything, actually. If you look out the window to your left or right or center, or even behind you, it's cool everywhere. There's nothing not cool right now. It's just like huge waves of ice like coming off of an ocean.
Right?
It's like 10-foot waves and 20-foot waves of ice.
Because like when you're like, what's that river of ice looking thing? Now
Yeah.
it's an ocean of ice.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It is.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
After cruising around the glacier for a bit, getting some amazing footage, we headed back over to the spot where Steph had actually landed on the frozen lake right here 3 years ago before even getting her private pilot's license, and then headed back to that same strip we had tried to land at back in episode 3, because the only thing better than flying over all this is actually getting out and getting to experience it all.
Take a look.
See that
There's several.
little-
What?
Well, I was looking at that lake there to try to tell which way the wind's coming from, but it's probably too close to the mountain to really be that useful.
Still
Because I'm sure,
showing
yeah,
this way, right?
the wind over the the wind over there is going to be different than out here in the middle.
Yeah.
There'll be all sorts of little eddies and burbles next to the mountains. I want to go ride an iceberg. I want to go climb on one. I feel like that's a really bad idea to do without health insurance or any sort of insurance to come rescue you with a helicopter out here.
Right? The other thing to watch out for in these strips is the mud. I've
Yeah.
heard of people...
Is that
getting-
the strip?
I think so. I've heard of people getting stuck in the mud.
Yeah. That's a short 1,000 feet. I bet you'll get a little shelter from that hill, but not much. Probably get some weird currents.
I'm gonna do just a low pass.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna...
Do a low pass with like 20 flap or something, just get a feel for what the wind's like down, 10 feet off the surface. I think you might get some reprieve, or you might get some weird burbles off that hill.
I'm not gonna land. I'm just gonna do a low pass.
Sounds good.
Pretty crosswindy, I think.
Yeah. It could come out at an angle, but got about a 10 knot crosswind component, I'd say. And go around. A little extra speed there.
Yeah. We'll try it again with 3 notches, maybe.
Yeah. Floats really well with only 2 notches. After coming out of an airliner, a 30-degree bank seems like a lot. When you're used to making 15 and 20-degree banks all day long, occasionally 25.
You mean that one we just did?
Yeah, I was like, man, is this like 45 degrees or something? I'm like, oh, no.
We're just getting blown like crazy,
Yeah, it's a good little crosswind.
you know?
It's not so bad right at the ground, but it's like,
No.
as soon as you get above that hill, you catch it for
I'm
sure.
just nervous about the condition of the
If
mud.
it's muddy,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too bad. It doesn't look, shiny like everything else down here.
Should I put 3 notches?
Yeah, go 3 notches, get some speed out. Be fine. Get some speed out and carry some power. Are we making it full stop or?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of aileron in the wind, eh? Would help. That crosswind technique. Nice job.
So Steph is going to explain to us now how a touch and go turned into a touch and stay. Because once you touch, then you just want to stay. I mean, look around. You just want to kind of stay right here and just experience it. It's like glacier, just right there. There's like a glacier, like right over there, and
do a touch and
there,
go.
and a waterfall over there.
Once you touch, if you,
You
haven't
don't want to go.
played, you want to stay.
So it's a touch and stay.
Yeah.
I think they call those landings. I'm not sure. They might call it, this landing must be something else.
So they start growing from the bottom up, start flowering, until they reach like this level, which is the very top.
So Alaskans say summer starts when it starts budding down here, and then it works its way up. And now, if this happens, there's like 2 weeks left of summer, which is actually
Well, that's a bummer. That's a terrible tidbit of information to share with me now. I've got 2 weeks to find my way back to the lower 48.
It's gonna take. I've actually never been here in the summertime.
Yeah.
The one time I came here, it was winter.
Did you bring a little machete or something? Go bushwhacking?
I'm not Colombian, I'm Chilean.
Um,
It's probably like a bed of an animal right here.
oh yeah, ruh-roh. There's gotta be a trail.
Yeah.
Somebody must have made a trail. We have to find the trail.
Okay.
So when you have a problem, you just have to step back and look at the problem, and then you find the trail. And it's right about there-ish, I hope. Let's go find out. And we found the trail. Success! Through the enchanted forest to find the glacier. Wow. Found it! Also found some very, very wet shoes and pants. That's kind of uncomfortable. Need to go ahead and find some boots. So to back taxi or not, that is the question. And this will determine it. Yeah, it's kinda. Yeah, I'd give you like a 3-knot tailwind component. You think you can handle that? Your option is kind of rising terrain that way and making a right turn and having the wind blow you away from terrain, or go that way and have the wind blow you into kind of rising terrain, but you'll have more room. Yeah, back taxi sounds good to me. Yeah, I like that. This way, little headwind, wind blow you away from terrain, make a big right turn, got some room, it'll be good, it'll work. It worked once before, so it'll work again.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. I want to know what everyone thinks in the comments. How many feet do you think this strip is? More than 1,000, less than 1,000, 818 feet? See who gets it the closest.
Ooh, what do they win?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe like a free month membership or something on Flat Mike Alpha.
Whoa.
Pretty good deal, eh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that looks really short now, actually. So, short field technique. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. I just thought of something. I'm really glad we have a tent and sleeping bags right now.
Yeah, just in case this weather gets a little bit worse and or something goes wrong.
Like, you don't know if any of that could be just straight up fog,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep, if we get stuck out here for the night, sleeping bags and tent's gonna really come in handy.
And it was about this time we realized that that suction cup I had put on back in Anchorage hadn't been re-tightened since then, so we figured it might be a good idea to pop into that little strip that we passed on the way in, tighten up that suction cup, and then I could get a little practice too landing the 170 in there. Although I had been doing quite a bit of flying lately, I really only had about 2 170 landings in my logbook ever.
And call my speed if I get a little low or get a little slow or fast, either way.
I think you're looking good.
Yeah, come a little over to the left there. Full flap.
Nice.
Get her stopped here.
Nice job.
Sweet!
That was fun, huh?
Oh yeah. Hard enough to swing around. Man, it is hard to see in flat light. There's like so little contrast. Even though it's a daylight, it's just like so hard to see those cones and where the runway really, well, where the good dirt is and where the bad dirt is, not really runway.
Right.
I'm gonna try to turn us before we get Stuck.
You wanna do it or you want me to?
Let me see if I can get this seat to lock into a happy place.
You have to
Right.
kind of wiggle sideways.
That seems locked.
A little back.
Nope, that's
That's locked. Okay.
yep, that's locked in. That's good. All right.
Alright.
My controls, 20 flat, trim set, mixture's rich, props full forward. Let's get rolling. That was quick.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh, it's gonna be so fun when you're a flight instructor. Having to trust people.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. Why am I doing this again?
To share the joy of aviation with others. Plus, you'll learn a ton. It is fun. Teaching's fun, especially when you don't die. It's especially fun when you don't die and when you don't make people cry.
I do that at the
Take-
bar all the time. So.
Yeah, take note of the latter, especially in your case. All right, your controls on board. That was fun. Thanks.
So we kept cruising on back to Anchorage in a little bit deteriorating weather, but with the help of the Garmin, we were able to squeeze past all that complicated airspace, join back up on the Tudor overpass, and swing on into Anchorage just before it got dark out, and headed out to grab an awesome dinner to cap off a great day of flying. Okay, pretty epic flight to the Glacier, and now we get to go get some faux Vietnamese, faux natic foods. You see that? Do you see that? Do you see what they did there? Faux natic? Yeah, I know, I'm a nerd. Okay, so now's a good time to wrap up this episode. I know I said we're going to go to Flat Top in this episode and hike up there, but we're going to do that next time because I got to get some sleep. I am so tired, so you guys know what to do. Like the video, subscribe if you have not already, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, keep up with all the latest updates on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Next time on Flight Mike Alpha, we actually hit Flat Top and hiked to the top, braving the hurricane force winds, along with a little dog, Sia, bringing her all the way up to the top. Then get into some mountain biking around Kincaid Park before getting back in the 170 and heading on down towards Seward for my birthday.
See any tracks yet?
I saw bear tracks.
Ooh. Well, I don't know. Bear tracks, airplane tracks. A little difference. I feel safer landing on the airplane tracks than I do landing on the bear tracks. Multiple reasons.